This is still the Polity reaching you live from Abuja. I've been joined in the studio now by Mr. Tajudden Tijjani Ahmad. He joins me now to do justice to the state of the nation and some of the happenings around the polity. He is a policy analyst and a politician and a concerned Nigerian. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, my brother. Good to have you. Thank you very much.
So just so that we can hit on the issues very quickly, let's begin with the issue of the protest in Niger State on the cost of living and the response that we've seen from the APC and simultaneously we can say from the presidency, because a member of the presidency also shared that press statement, which basically, to summarize, says that some of the protests we are seeing or the discontent is as a result or a doing of opposition parties trying to sow discord between the government and the people. I'd like to get your thoughts on this.
Well, if you look at the issue at hand, the present, the precarious issue that bedevil most Nigerians, almost more than 90% of the Nigerians, the only people that are not complaining on the issue of cost of living, it is only those that are within the corridor of power, the top politicians and most of the people that are in the government cycle. Perhaps they are the ones that are using the government money to do their everything. In fact, if you decided to increase the price of fuel to 500,000 per litre, they can afford it because they are using all their dealings with taxpayers' money. I had a statement that you said just recently before we start this program that people thought it is the people on the street that are complaining. It comes barely, you feel like you may join them in the street so that to make your voice loud to the presidency, to understand that the situation is really, really out of hand. Well, you are very right. If you look at the nation, the mode of the nation, from every nook and cranny of the nation, from the west, the south, the north, every region complain almost from the radio station, in the social media, in the almost everywhere. And all this is as a result of the rising cost of living, which there is no end in sight. Every time you will hear the government say, we should be patient, we should be patient. For how long could Nigerians be patient regarding this issue that is going out of hand? If you go to the market today, buy something, perhaps, for example, as 5,000 naira, when you come next tomorrow, you will find it doubled its price. And the minimum wage of those privileged Nigerians that are working with the government or in other industries that we are able to get the minimum wage is just 30,000. It could not barely buy one bag of 50 kg of rice. And also the other majority of the Nigerian populations that do not have access to any government incentives is when they wake up, they will look to buy food for their children and also pay their children's school fees. In fact, they could not be able to understand, or they could not be able to take care of themselves, talk less of their immediate family. So if you look at this, you sum them the issue together. This is what brought the insecurity, the pervasive insecurity in the land, that people that are hungry, sincerely speaking, they are angry people. They can do anything to see that this is what caused all the escalation of insecurity from every nook and cranny. And for the presidency or the spokesperson to the president or one of the media aid to the president to come out and say that the issue that happened recently in Niger, people came to the street protesting the rising cost of living, to say that it is the issue of the opposition, the politics should be kept aside. Of course, there is time for everything. Now we expect the Nigerian populace that gave the president the mandate to steer the affairs of this country for a period of 4 years. We expect that at the beginning he will hit the ground running. We will see things change for the better. We do not expect to vote for this government for complaint or to keep on telling Nigerians that we should keep patient regarding the issue at hand.
But let me just cut in. What do you make of the response to the reactions of Nigerians? Is it weird to have people show displeasure? Because this is the APC. They used to be in opposition, and I think people till today rate the APC as the highest level of opposition that an incumbent or a ruling party ever had. So is there meant to be another way for citizens to express their pain? Is there anything wrong with protests?
Certainly, to me, in politics, there is fundamental human right for people to come out to the street and express their displeasure and anger regarding every issue that affects their well-being. So to call it a protest, or to what is most important is let the presidency heard what is going on in the country. Let the leader understand that this is the mode of the Nigerians. This is what is on ground, because we do not trust his handlers that nobody should go and tell him the truth regarding the mode of the country. So at least when the people come out and express their anger, the attention of the presidency, it has reciprocated. We tell them that it is something else, which we hope that they were appointed to do justice to Nigerians. They were appointed to tell the president the truth regarding the state of the nation, regarding what is happening, of course, in the country. Everybody knows the kind of situation we are, and things are changing. The exchange rate is always going higher. So are we in dollar economy? We should understand that the currency of Nigeria is naira. So how can the government try to see that it brings policies that will make our currency has value? How can the government have inward thought that what can we do to see that we ameliorate the suffering of the Nigerian populace? What are the policies that we have implemented so far? Are they going as expected? If negative, then we should bring out the economic team, come back and sit down again, see that this thing that we applied has not worked. What should we do? Invite experts everywhere. We have Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians that are technocrats, that have versatile experience regarding the issue of the economy. Bring everybody on board. Bring everybody to come and see that how can we make things change for the better of this country. What caused the depreciation of the value of our currency? What is the issue at hand? How can we see that we have changed this for the better? You see, the rising cost of living is everywhere. It's not peculiar to Nigerians, though we understand this, but ours is out of hand. We should, at least the government should think of what are the policies. The main issue that brought this inflation is the removal of subsidy first. I learned that now presidency is channeling more money to the governors. That is regarding the 3 tiers of government when they come for distribution. But the question is, have we seen any changes from those governors? This money that we are being channeled to the state government and the local government, are they utilizing them properly?
Yes, if not, states to get 3.3 trillion naira allocation. So you see, the money is always increasing, and suddenly, instead of the suffering of Nigerians to reduce, it is going high. So we should look at it. What is the problem? Though we have problem of electing people that are incompetent, elect people that have bad track record. So that is what I am calling Nigerians. Whenever they decided to give their mandate, they should try and use competency first. What are the antecedents of those candidates? What should they do? Had it been these governors, if you say that you will saddle the blame all at the center, all to the presidency, you do not do justice. What you should question that even our governors, they have shared responsibilities. They decided to corner the local government funds instead of to channel those monies to the local government, except that they give the chairman chicken change. In fact, they refuse to conduct elections. They decided always caretakers this thing. So what are the National Assembly doing? They should amend the constitution to see that
every tiers of government have its own role. It is functioning the way it's supposed to be. That is the only way when resources are channeled to local governments, especially when we revive our agriculture, when we can be able to feed ourselves, our economy will stabilize. Without producing, we cannot go anywhere. Defending or importing should not longer continue. It cannot sustain this country. We should instead invite those countries, those expertise to come to Nigeria and invest more. But you cannot invest in a false economy that has insecurity has bedeviled it. You have to secure the nation first so that you can attract investors. We are tired of our governors and presidents going out to say that they want to war investors, while at the end of the tunnel we do not see anything on ground. And our industries, our local industries, are always closing due to inflation. We cannot accept it. We have to. The presidency have to change. The governors have to change, and our other elected, so they should rise up to their responsibility. We cannot. Nigeria will not tolerate what is going on, sincerely speaking.
All right, thank you so much. Let me get your thoughts on this particular policy direction, so to speak. This is coming from NAFDAC. The NAFDAC actually banned sachet alcohol. That's alcohol sold in little containers and so on and so forth, in a bid to reduce influence on the young population and demographics, including bus drivers and transporters who are so on,
in the habit of taking
alcohol. So it began in 2022, but it has come full circle now in January 31st, 2024, about a couple of days ago. So what's your take on this? Do you think this is going to make any difference?
Well, certainly, indeed, it will make a difference. When they decided to ban it because they want to exempt drivers from taking alcohol and young children, that most cause of accident are due to reckless driving. Had it been they are not taking Indian hams, all things that are intoxicated items, mostly if people are driving carefully, they will take more precaution in the way they drive, because they are killing people recklessly and without any consequences. It will be hard for. The problem we have in this country is the issue of punishment, taking measures when things. So NAFDAC is in a clear direction that they said it banned the sachet alcohol in order to prevent drivers and young children from taking it. This is a good step in my own perspective. It is a good step, but it's a prevention. So, and the issue of importing all other intoxicated items that are driving our young children from the normal course, instead of them to give more attention to their education, they are misbehaving. So it is good for government. It is all stakeholders should be on the parent, have to question their children, give them proper guidance, provide guidance and counsel in good morale. Because if little children decided to misbehave, then we don't have future for the country. And for our future to be bright, we have to, the young should learn proper perspective, the young should learn proper good moral upbringing, so that the future should be bright. Without future, the country is not going anywhere. The younger generation are the ones who we look up to, so that at least the country can move forward in 150 years to come.
Thank you so much. Like you mentioned, it's not just alcohol. We've heard very disturbing reports of the kinds of things. Some people say even the cemetery, the bones of deceased.
Certainly, yes.
Some people use some certain animals like frogs, sewage, steam, and so on. So it's really alarming, and the NAFDAC is doing something about it. So let's see how it goes. We've run out of time now, but it was a pleasure having you on the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Though I want to make a comment regarding the issue of this this anger in the land. One of our consummate columnists, Tunde Asaju of Ogbewe, he said that, I quote, "The loud dismal of complaint and criticism is reverberating across the nation." So if you look at it, he said that it is reverberating across the nation. So it is all over the country that people are complaining. But what I am afraid is, let the presidency don't allow people to give a vote of no confidence. Because if the Nigerian populace decided to blame their anger on the presidency, we are not going anywhere. There will be change of regime, change of government, which we are not praying for. We want the people that we voted, they should come back to the track. they should tell the president the truth, and president should understand the mood of the country, what we are going through, so that at least they should do the right thing, so that all Nigerians will be happy and we should live peacefully in our country.
Thank you so much. Wise was to end the program there. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's how we end the program for today. Don't forget, the Polity reaches you live from Abuja every weekday, 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. See you once again tomorrow. Bye for now. I am Amadin Ogbewe.